for government officials. Briefed on the Iran war at the classified level. Speaking anonymously to The Intercept. And what they said should be the lead story on every news broadcast in America right now. The administration doesn't have a clue. They do not have an actual, real rationale, endgame, or plan for the aftermath of this. The Moscow Times. That is not a critic speaking from the outside. That is someone who has been inside the classified briefings. Someone who has seen what the Trump administration is and is not, telling the people responsible for executing this war. A second official put it even more plainly. There is no thought process into what any of this means long term. It's not coordinated regime change. It's just bomb them until they're less of a threat. The Moscow Times. And when asked directly about the administration's plan for Iran after the war, that official responded with a single word. Whatever. Now here is what makes this so much more than just anonymous sourcing from one outlet. Because the pattern these officials are describing is confirmed across multiple major news organizations by the administration's own public statements. CNN spoke to more than half a dozen people familiar with the internal deliberations. 2 weeks into the war, the administration is no closer to articulating a defined strategy for finishing a conflict that has grown more complicated by the day. Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. CNN also confirmed that when the first strikes killed Khamenei and other senior Iranian officials, they also killed most of the people the administration had eyed as potential replacement leaders. Trump himself acknowledged it. Most of the people we had in mind are dead, he said. And now we have another group. They may be dead also. NBC News. The plan for what came after the opening strike, apparently, did not survive the opening strike. European diplomats confirmed the same picture to CNN. We have no idea what they actually want to accomplish when this war is over. It doesn't seem like Trump even knows, one European diplomat said. Al Jazeera. Arab and European officials told CNN they have not detected what exactly Trump's endgame looks like. For sources from allied countries confirmed the administration has not clearly articulated an endgame or an off-ramp. Hoka News. And the administration's own public messaging has been, to put it charitably, contradictory. Trump said the war could take 4 to 5 weeks. Then warned Iran the US had a virtually unlimited supply of munitions and could fight forever. Then declared the war was already won. Then said the US still needed to finish the job. During one single speech at a House Republican gathering he called it a short-term excursion that could end soon, then minutes later said we haven't won enough. Iran International. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told reporters it was up to Trump whether it's the beginning, the middle, or the end of the war. Iran International, the man running the Pentagon, telling the press he does not know where in the war the United States is. Asked directly what the military still needs to accomplish to end the war, Trump said, more of the same. The Moscow Times. Now look at what this uncertainty is costing. 13 American service members have died. Roughly 140 others have been wounded. Iran has effectively halted oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz, sparking a global energy crisis the administration is now struggling to contain. NBC News. Recent polling shows the war has not produced the rallying around the flag effect that has typically accompanied the start of U.S. military engagements. About half of voters said U.S. military action in Iran makes the country less safe. Only about 3 in 10 said it made America safer. Special Eurasia. Iran has now struck or claimed strikes on Israel. On American bases in Qatar. On American bases in the broader region. And now, a major American installation in Saudi Arabia. The geographic footprint of this conflict is expanding with every wave. What began as strikes on Israeli cities and military installations has become a campaign that reaches into the Gulf states, into countries that are American partners and in some cases American treaty allies. The United States went into this conflict with a declared goal of degrading Iran's nuclear and military infrastructure. 3 weeks later, Iran is striking American AWACS bases in Saudi Arabia and claiming 51 waves of retaliation. The equation that American planners built this operation around, hit hard, hit fast, force Iran to the table, is being tested by a reality that looks increasingly different from the plan. Wave 51. Al-Khaj. The AWACS base. The F-35 support hub. Saudi Arabia. Iran is not just retaliating anymore. It is expanding the war.
I just left a classified briefing on Iran, and it only confirmed what we already knew. Donald Trump is waging an illegal war, and he has no plan to end it. Today, he said we attacked Iran because he had a feeling, but we know the truth. Trump is lying about Iran's nuclear capacity. He's lying about Iran's missile capabilities, and he's dragging the United States into another endless war in the Middle East. Trump is completely out of control, and Americans have already lost their lives because of his lies. The war in Iran must end now.